wonderful to have him over. And so today we are going to find out more about Fartpepe, what it's all about, what they plan to do. And I know each and every one of you have wonderful questions you want to ask, and I am very, 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 very ready. Like I mentioned, as much as my body could take me, because I am not feeling too good, but we'll try to do our best and to get much questions as we can, as the time also permits. So, without wasting much time, we have Sir Pepper to represent Sir No Dev to represent the team. Give us a quick overview about yourself, when you got into crypto. I think you did mention of it yesterday, that you actually jumped into crypto a few years back, and I think you also made mention of you learning about crypto, about Bitcoin, while you were still a baby. Air quotes when you mentioned it, a baby. But we would like to, the community here on the Buffalo Gems would love to hear you say it, or you talk about your biography. So if it's good, please tell us when you got into crypto, where you're from, and just give us a brief overview about yourself, and then we can jump into Fartpepe.
Alrighty then. Hello guys, I am Sir Nodev or Janus. Like you said, I got into crypto a lot. No, my first contact with crypto was a baby, as you said. I read about Bitcoin in a newspaper. The price was about 200, 250 back then. And even though I told my father about it, he didn't help me buy Bitcoin. But there is a slight chance that he bought. So there might be somewhere a laptop, a long-lost laptop of my father buying like 10 Bitcoin or 20 Bitcoin, I don't know. Because he was into that shit, but he never told me, so I don't know. But I am 26 years old. I'm born in Athens, Greece, where I'm currently located right now. I just came back to Athens after 15 years, so this is a huge homecoming to me. You know, I'm walking in here in the streets. I grew up in Exarchia, by the way.
Is it just me, or maybe I think your internet connection is a little bit bad?
Yo. I'm under attack by the deep state, guys. Fuck. They don't want me to speak. Anyways, I was born in Exarchia. I don't know if you guys know what that is. If you don't, you should look it up. I grew up basically in a lawless neighborhood. No cops go in, no cops go out. But now it's kind of different. They're kind of pushing it very badly. But anyway, I don't want to speak about that. I was very surprised when I went back to the neighborhood like 3 days ago with some of my friends. And anything, but there were fucking cops with full-blown suits standing and watching, which kind of pissed me off, but anyway. So I grew up here in Athens. I'm here in Athens now. Everything is starting here in Athens, by the way, which is pretty cool. I took control over this project here in Athens like 2 days ago. So, coming back to your original question, I'm sorry I kind of tend to ramble on, but I still think I'm being coherent, right? My first contact with crypto was back then. I didn't do anything. Second contact was in the bull run before the last one, back in 2016, when I got into crypto, like most of us, for the first time, right at the top. And I got kind of burned. But I didn't make any profits. I thought I made profits, but I never sold. So, yeah, you know how it goes. But after that, I got into trading. I started learning how to trade Forex. which was not very successful because of these fucking pips. I hate them. Basically, all the corporations are owned by the same people. I learned how to read charts. I learned technical analysis. I learned fundamentals. And gradually over the years, I reached the point where I am now, where I can just chill for an hour and make $1,000 like it's nothing. Because mainly I traded charts for fun, because it's fun. In my eyes, it's an art form. So another thing about me is that I'm an artist. This is my main label to say. I am a multidisciplinary artist, obviously. You cannot contain me in one art form. I sing, I rap, I play the guitar, I play the drums, I play basically every instrument. I'm very good at photography. This is my main passion. I also do videography. I'm also a director. I'm working with a lot of rappers, a lot of different artists, models, whatever. Very well connected with the whole artist scene in Greece, let's say, which kind of directly ties into Fartpepe because all of these people will be supporting me for free because for some reason, people like me. So all of these people are on board, but I will be gradually getting them involved more and more. For now, I want to do this with as less money as possible from me, even though I have already spent like 4K now, 5K on this project. And the funny thing is, I now own 0 for the supply. I have 0 Fartpepe, guys. Fuck me. Even though I had like 4,000 in it like 2 weeks ago. But anyway, I will be buying with all of you guys. And I will also hoping for some donations to the community wallet so I can fund myself. But it's not that I need it. I already own like 3 businesses. I am in the process of buying 2 more. So don't think I'm asking for any money. I'm okay. Like I'm just waiting for some stocks to be liquidated, and I will have like 20K by next Friday. So it's perfectly fine. The only problem is that right now I'm kind of tight on the money. Like on Solana, I own. Oh shit! I have 0 money. I have 0 money because I decided to donate all of my. I decided to donate 50% of my supply to the community wallet. So all of my money is in the community wallet. So this means that I ethically am barred from using that money. So I have 0 right now. I have given so much over these past days. So yeah, that's kind of interesting. That's I'm only realizing this now. Anyway, anyway, it
Yeah.
doesn't matter because you have to make sacrifices in order to to make something great. So I know what this project will become. I know what it will be like in the next 5 years, in the next decades. So it's nothing for me right now. I don't care. But anyway, I rambled on for so much. Please cut me off, Mr. Pilot. Say what you want to say.
No, actually, the whole show is based for you, so you are free to talk as much as you want and tell us what you plan to do. And it's really really amazing with everything. I get your point. I understand the fact that where you're coming from. Um, it's not always easy to be able to launch a project from scratch. So 20, 30, 50K market cap, 100K, 1 million market cap. It's not easy. And especially with the whole situation that kind of like surrounded the whole creation of Fartpepe from, you know what, it's really, really amazing. It's really, really amazing. Okay, so just a quick one now. Pushing down into Fartpepe itself, yeah. What is Fartpepe? What can you tell us about the project? What really inspired the creation of the project?
Okay, Fartpepe is nothing more than just a silly JPEG of Pepe farting. That's as simple as it gets. It's nothing. There is no organization, there is no leader, there is no team, there is nobody selling anything, there are no investors. We have a couple of dudes and girls who want to have fun with a silly little JPEG. This is my answer, Mr. Officer. Do you accept my answer?
Yeah, I do accept your answer. I've seen worse. Would I say put it that way? I've seen a couple of persons who just wake up the next morning, pick up a pen and paper, and just draw something that I cannot even identify, and give it a name, and it pumps up to a very very high amount. So if Fartpepe is if Fartpepe is a JPEG, it's even better. It's really, really even better.
Okay, but to answer the question seriously, uh, I didn't make Fartpepe. I don't know who made Fartpepe. The only thing I know in regards to the lore so far is that Dan, and is actively fucking over the project right now along with Ash, Dan found this token after snooping around different wallets and after tracking the wallet of who he thinks is Ryoshi. So she saw that this wallet created this token. He bought in very early. He made a good profit. But before that, the cool thing is that this wallet who made this token, which with the name Rabbi Trust, you can look it up on Pump Fun. She also bought a domain. 1 second, the bus is going. I'm sorry about that. So, she also bought. She also made the website, and he also bought the domain for 10 years. So Fat has been bought for 10 years by this wallet, by this guy who made this token. And supposedly, this guy who can make a website, design it so nicely, so cleanly, who can update this website because he keeps updating it throughout the days. Supposedly, this guy didn't know how to make a Telegram, if you can believe that. So Ash made the Telegram. People started getting into the Telegram. The token bonded. It went into Radium. It reached about 100K market cap, and then naturally it fell down. So a couple of days later, when it was at about 35, 40K market cap, Ash contacted me. I know Ash from a previous project which pumped very hard in the beginning of this year. You probably have heard of it. Or Techios, when Elon Musk changed his profile picture before he died, the fucking noob. But we met there. We kind of connected. I kind of trusted him. So he sent me the details of this project. We hopped in a quick 3-hour VC call with Ash, Danny, and me. And we connected. I trusted those people. And I gradually started devoting more and more of my time to this project. I did a lot of stuff, most of which I don't even remember right now. But we started building a level of trust. They told me about the vision. They told me they are anti-cabal. They told me they are transparent. They told me they do not believe in the ancient structures we have in place, like CEO and stuff like that. Basically told me everything I wanted to hear, I guess. Now that I say it out loud, it kind of sounds naive for my part. Maybe they understood that I'm a dreamer and I'm an idealist and that I'm 10 years younger than them. So maybe they thought they can use this to their advantage. And yeah, we reached the point where Ash naturally, as many times I'm sure you guys have seen throughout these years in the crypto space, he started power tripping very hard. He started to grow a big ego. He wanted to make every decision by himself. He wanted us to report everything we do to him. Gradually, he started getting more power hungry. And at some point, we reached a point where she kicked me from the team chat and he muted me from the main Telegram. So I told him, what the fuck? Dan, with his British amazing diplomatic skills, he managed to get us all into a VC together. We talked. And we talked for an hour. I explained my position to Ash. I told him that if he doesn't give up control of the Telegram over to Dan, that I will not be continuing with his project. I told him that he needs to take a step back and whatever. Basically, and then Dan said that he doesn't want to be the leader. So I told him, okay, the only other way out I see out of this is for me to step up and become the leader for the next month until we make a proper election inside the community. Long story short, Ash agreed to that. And there is a video on Telegram, and you go to the pinned messages, you can see all of that conversation happening in real time. It's just an hour video. It's very entertaining, I think. You should watch that. And yeah, that happened. I was like, okay, nice. Now I can start to finally work on this project. Because the worst thing you can do to me as a person is put me in a cage, I don't want to report to anybody. I hate bureaucracy. I just want to be set free and work. So I finally had that opportunity to do that. And I was like, fuck yeah, let's go. Fartpepe is being born today, even though it's 3 weeks old. The very next day, some really big buys start coming in for some reason. And then Ash reappeared and says, and he acts like all of this is he's doing like a fucking boss and says, okay, now we do this, now we do this, now we do this, huh? And I wake up and I see that I am muted once again, that I am not an admin, I am not in the team chat again. And I ask him, what the fuck? He told me basically to fuck off, that he knows better, even though this is literally his first project, his first time leading his project, a project. He has zero experience. He has like only a year and a half experience in crypto. He's a fucking noob and anyway, and he does this. So I tell him what the fuck. He blocks me. I ask Danny what the fuck. He told me, dude, just hold your bags, shut the fuck up and let us do it. And he blocks me as well. And so I'm left here holding my dick, wondering what to do. Thankfully, I had made a buck. Thankfully, my first line of defense is that I act dumb, so people underestimate me. Even though I'm 26 years old, I'm not your typical 26-year-old, I think. So they really underestimated me. They had forgotten that they had given me access to the Gmail. Another bus, 1 second.
Yeah, I totally understand. It could be, it could be really,
Let me conclude. It's 2 minutes, just 2 minutes left.
yeah.
So to keep you up to speed. So thankfully they underestimated me. They forgotten they had given me access to the Gmail. So I quickly went into the Gmail right after that happened. And I changed the passwords. I connected my phone number. I added 2-factor authenticator. He tried to fight for control over the Telegram, make a 2-factor authenticator until the end. I let him struggle and fight for a little bit, for like half an hour over the control. You can see it, And this way I have his exact location. I have his exact IP. I have his phone number. I have his uh, real life photos. Fuck another bus, Jesus Christ. Anyway, I have everything to completely dox him, and he doesn't understand this. She, uh, I told him I'm giving him a deadline until yesterday, and he basically told me to fuck off and to dox his nuts. But because I still want to give him a chance, and I especially want to give Dan a chance because he has a family, and he doesn't realize the danger he's putting them in by doing this. I decided to give them a chance until the end of this day, basically the end of this MAA. Haven't done what I told them to do, which is very simple. I want them to donate 100% of the supply they own to the community wallet. I've already donated 50%. They should donate 100% so that the future investors are safe, so that they might save a little bit of face, and so that they might keep themselves and their families safe. Because I will personally not be doing anything, but people have already been hurt by them. And if I dox them 100%, including their bank accounts, including their photos, including their specific locations, they will be in danger. And their ego is not letting them realize this. So I have given them plenty of fucking time. They're grown men. They're 36 years old, both of them. So I don't know how I can be more grown up in this. For fuck's sake, I really do not want to do this, okay? Do you guys understand? We need to figure out another way because we can really put in danger to people who, no matter if they deserve it or not, the people around them will be hurt as well. So I'm really open to any suggestions. But yeah, it's a shitty situation. Fuck. Sorry for bringing the whole vibe down, but yeah.
No, not really. You really, I could sense that you really had to put that out there. I could sense the emotion. I could sense the pain behind how you were speaking, and I totally really understand the situation. Hi, Liz. It's been a while. We heard from you, Liz. Now, welcome on board. So back to you, Jemus. Um, I really understand how much pain you're going through. Really, I have been there. I've been bumped before, and I know what it feels like. I know the pain one has to go through, especially when dealing with persons of this nature, and it can be really painful. But then I the community kind of like understands you. We understand where you're coming from, and I feel that you really needed to get that out there based off on as we push forward on this AMA, as we get to learn more, ask more information about the project. They will be able to understand based on with your answer that you have just given us. They will be really able to understand. So on that, I would love to talk more on Fartpepe. Now, what these guys have done, they've done it already. It's in the past, though it still feels like yesterday. Even though, yeah, it does feels like yesterday. But
It,
one thing I
it
can
is
say is,
yesterday, actually. So,
yeah. Yeah. So it does feels like yesterday because it is yesterday, and it hurts. It hurts a lot. But one thing I can say is we push forward. What's there's one thing that my friend always says. He will say, "What's the 411?" So basically, what's the
yeah.
next step? What do we do now? So for you, that's my question for you. What's your next step that you're trying? Let's say, for example, these guys do not return 100% of their allocations. Let's
Yeah,
say they
okay.
return 50% of the allocations. What do you do from there? That is going to benefit you. It's also going to benefit the Fartpepe community. It's also going to set out a groundwork or a foundation for Fartpepe for the future.
Yeah. Excellent question. You're so smart, Mr. Pilot, huh? So, so to answer your question, Um, uh, First, what I'm gonna do, what I already done in the past MAAs, is tell you this: do not buy Fartpepe. Okay, that's the first thing. I do not want you guys to get into this, rise 100x, and then have them dump their supply because they own more than 10% right now. So until this is fixed, there will be no buys, there will be no trading activity. I encourage everybody to just be patient until I deal with this. Now, having said this, I promise the community I will have this resolved by tonight. So if I do not have this resolved by tonight, I will be a liar. I will be reneging my word. So there is an active poll right now in the Telegram. You can feel free to jump in there, cast your vote. The two options are these, and I'm also open to other suggestions. The two options are this. I dox 50% of the information I have on them, just so they understand that I'm for real. Or we give them an extra day to consider their actions. Maybe all of you guys can hit up their DMs, explain the situation, normally, casually, with care, with love. And personally, I have voted for that option. I have time, I'm patient. There is no rush here. So if we can give them a little bit more time to reconsider their actions and try to save face and keep themselves and their families safe, this is my vote. But if the community votes to dox them 50%, I will do that today in about 2 hours. I'm fully prepared to do that, even though I will be very sad. Actually, I will have to do that because that will be the community's decision. So these are the two things you guys have to decide. You guys and the other people in the Telegram. I'm going to be writing a message as well. But yeah, if they do not do that, we dox them 50%. We give them another day. And then if they still do not do that, I dox them 100%, including bank information, including specific locations, including photos of them and their children, including everything. And then their destiny will be up to God to decide. They will have made their decision consciously. They will have made their decision with plenty of time. And may God have mercy on their souls then. But they are, like they told me, they are so much older than me. They are so much grown up than me. So it's their decision. I gave them plenty of chances.
Yeah, you did. You did really, really give them a whole length for them to turn around and make the needed changes. For me personally, I actually did do vote for you giving them that time to reconsider their actions. But then, first of all, where are they from?
Belgium and Great Britain. And not
Okay.
Ash is not Belgian. He's originally from what was its name? Somali. It's in South America. It's a former colony of Belgium from India. So
Okay, okay.
yeah, whatever.
Okay. Um, so one thing I would say, just my personal decision and my personal opinion, every other person is entitled to his own opinion. But one thing for me, I would say is, I do actually agree with your decision of giving them a little bit of a time, to rethink the action before, pushing out the information out there, so they know that you're serious. At least 50% of them. So at least between now and the weekend, and that's enough time for them to reconsider. And if they don't, first thing Monday morning, they should be seeing their names on newspapers as being wanted criminals and the likes. But
Yeah.
that's on that side. But I want to really focus on Fartpepe. I should be opening on the mic for some community questions soon. But before I do that, I want to know what's your plan for Fartpepe itself. Now I know that the project was actually created as just a JPEG meme, just for fun. But you could always make money while catching fun. That's the whole essence of meme coins. And so at this point in time, you also just give us your plans of allowing the whole dust to settle before people start buying in. Now, let's say the whole dust settles down, or let's say the dust settles down halfway, or people are now able to start buying into the project. What's your game plan that you see envisioning for Fartpepe? What plans do you have in mind to make Fartpepe look really, really good? It's just like you're a landlord and you have a building of your own. Now, if you have a couple of persons who are tenants in your building, and then you come and you find out that these tenants are, a couple of these tenants are not really handling your home well, you probably are going to give them a quick notice.
Dude, that's exactly the situation I'm in
Now,
in real life as well
yeah,
with my
yeah.
camping. Yeah, anyway. So,
So what's your
I'm
plan
sorry for
to
cutting you. Yeah.
renovate Fartpepe and make it look much more presentable to much more investors out there?
Yeah. So, this time I'm not going to ask the question I asked the other MAs. This time, because I'm feeling it, I'm gonna go completely crazy and off the rails and be let's dream together a little bit, okay? Let's whisper, like Marcus Aurelius said. Uh, there is a dream in my mind, okay? There is a dream of Rome, let's say, of what it can be. And it's so fragile, you have to whisper it, But I'm not gonna fucking whispering it anymore. I'm gonna speak normally and I'm gonna shout it from the fucking rooftops. Because if this project is not successful, it's I think okay, let me rephrase that. I believe if this project is successful and if I manage to turn my vision into reality, I think we have the chance to steer the human history in the right direction. We have a chance to actually, no matter how fucking buzz, fuck you. No matter how crazy that may sound right now, it will not sound crazy in 5 years. I believe that with Fartpepe and everything that it will become, we have the chance to save humanity from a world war. We have a chance to save the earth from being raped by humans for so long. We have a chance to unite the human race under some common ideals, under some stupid fucking JPEG, under humor, because we need a little bit of more humor in this life. We need a little bit more art, a little bit more beauty. So, my vision is that Fartpepe will be the biggest meme coin ever, right up there with Dogecoin and Pepe. I want us as a community to own the biggest Bitcoin mining operation, but this will happen gradually. I want us to own a big supply of Bitcoin. I want us to own a big supply of Monero. I want us to own a big supply of a lot of the tokens and cryptos. And all of that will be under the control of the people. You can consider this kind of like a universal basic income, but not controlled by a fucking central entity like a government or a corporation like Sam Altman is doing with WorldCoin. but and from the people for the people. Imagine we have a huge revenue stream, a monthly revenue stream, which we can use to support people who are artists, people who want to be entrepreneurs, people who want to build stuff, people who are starting brand new countries, Liberland. Imagine what we can do with all of that power. We can either continue fucking the world over like the cabal has been doing for thousands of years, and enslave humanity and move forward into a techno-feudalist society, or we can move to a Platonic utopian society assisted by AI and technology and direct democracy and different radical types of organizations and hierarchies to propel the human race forward, the human race beyond color of skin, beyond religion, beyond nationalities, and finally take our rightful place among the stars. Not just Mars, not just the moon, but the whole solar system, and maybe at some point become a Gorbachev civilization that can harvest the power of the sun and finally take our place among the galaxy, you know. So this kinda is my fucking vision, okay? I know you did not expect to hear this kind of shit. I know this is sounding very crazy. I know it sounds like, okay, this is just a 26-year-old who has dreams, but I promise you, I am not. I have really good connections across all of Greece and Europe. I know my really good friends are original Bitcoin whales who own mining operations. This is not just coming out of my head. Once we reach specific market caps, millions of market caps, and I have proven myself to them, they will start coming as well. And they are already offering me some mining rigs and some, what was the thing? Helix, the thing with the tower. I can build stuff like that in my land. I have land, like I own 8 acres of land, 4 of which are occupied by camping. So we can start building a fucking village there where people can come and live and spend their Fartpepe to buy groceries and do stuff. This is not coming out of my ass, okay? I have thought about this stuff for so long. For so long. I was a fucking hermit for 3 years of my life. The only thing I did was just stay in my house and read and read and read like a dog. Do nothing. I paid my dues. I had some really big psychedelic experiences. I know what it means to be dead, how it feels to be dead. This is why I have nothing to fear, and this is why I'm so completely and utterly and 100% honest and authentic with all of you guys. Because I have nothing to fear. I know a lot of you people are judging me. I know a lot of you people think this is just a crazy guy. But I really, honestly, and deeply don't give a shit. I know who I am. Gnosis afton. That's what the ancient Greek said. He who knows himself, he's the most powerful man in the world. And how many of you people and how many people you know in your life truly know themselves, huh? So, I'm sorry, he did it very aggressively. I didn't mean for it to end so aggressively. I wanted to end with hope. So, I will rephrase my ending and say, let's just inspire hope in humanity. And let's just take a chance, okay? We have taken so many chances and so much more different bullshit. Why not take a real chance with something real that might something big have something? That's what I'm gonna say.
Thank you very much. It was really, really heartwarming and it was really, really intriguing to hear you talk. It made me start see it sound. I started envisioning you talking, and you sounded like Maximus Decimus Meridius, father from Marduk.
Dude, do you want me to dox myself right now and tell you my full name? Because it kind of sounds like that. Is it the time to do it right now? Can we keep it a secret here?
We can always keep
I
it
don't know.
if you want.
Okay, no,
If you
it's
want.
not the time now. Maybe later. Maybe later.
Okay, okay, no problem. But it was really, really lovely. And I love the final words you kind of like give the community. It was really nice. I appreciate it. Um, if you are up to, we could get like some few questions, a few community questions before we can jump out today. I have a
100%.
all right. I have a few
Hello, can
questions already on Twitter. Liz Noel, you have been really, really pumped up to ask a question. So go ahead, Liz Noel. Hope you're having a wonderful day.
okay, thank you, thank you. Thank you for the privilege of this. So my question is that what are the plans do you have for this project to came out with Tricolor? I mean the strategy that you have been
Cannot
planned.
hear him very well. Can you, Mr. Pilot?
I can't really hear him. Liz, could you kind of like come a little bit closer to your mic? We can't really hear you.
Are you hearing me now?
It's still okay. Ask your question. I'll see how much I can be able to pick out and hear.
Okay, okay. I said what are the plan that you do have for this project to came out with Tricolor? I mean the strategy that you have been have, the strategy that you are planning about this project.
I heard the whole plan. Did
Okay,
you
so
catch anything else? Yeah.
yeah, he was actually. I think I could get a little. I was asking about what's the strategy you are doing now, or you're taking now to kind of like push the project into flying colors. I think we actually covered that already, but if you want to like
But
go over
yeah,
it,
I can elaborate a little.
you
Yeah.
could do that.
So I have specific plans in place that have already begun to form. I do not want to share a lot, but what I'm gonna share for now is write down the date in your calendar, 28th of February. Maybe look up in Google 28th, 28th of February in Greece, and maybe you will have kind of an idea what I'm planning. I will be sharing, obviously, this plan like a week in advance or a week and a half in advance. But this is just one of the things that I'm working on right now. I'm also working on, I've already contacted some of my influencer friends, some of the models who are my friends, some of the artists who have millions of views on YouTube. All of them want to help me for some reason. And some of them want to be represented by the Fartpepe label. So we are going to be making a Fartpepe label as well. We already have a fucking amazing album that's going to be dropping on Valentine's Day anyway, 14th of February. So these are the things that are going to be happening now soon. There are also a lot of things that are going to happen as well. And obviously, you can tell by the kind of person I am that I'm always open to suggestions and I'm always open to work with people. And I want to emphasize this because I'm not the leader. There is nothing you have to ask me. You can just go ahead and do it. If you think it's beneficial to the project, you do it. If you think you have a nice call channel that wants to call this project, go ahead and contact them. Tell them I think it's cool. Do it and get in. I want this to be a collective community effort. You know, there is no CEO here. There is no leader. So everybody's free to do whatever the fuck they want. So imagine, I have my own plans. I'm sure Mr. Pilot is starting to have some ideas. I'm sure you are starting to have some ideas as well, Liz. Uh, Imagine if you just skip the part of asking permission and just going ahead and doing it. Imagine the collective effort of 100 brains. Now imagine the collective effort of 500,000 with all our networking, and all our communities and all our knowledge. Literally, this is unstoppable. This is why it's the glitch in the matrix. This is why I believe this is a continuation of the GameStop saga in my eyes. This is this is why I think after all these years of short squeezes, it's finally time for the long fart. You know, the gas has been building up, and it's time for the mother of fucking bull runs and the mother of squeezes. And at the same time, something similar will happen with GameStop. It's going to rise up to 50,000, 100,000, and even more, price per one stock. So, as the great Keith Gale said, what is an exit strategy, you know? So, there is no exit strategy. The only strategy is how to make this into reality. And one final thing I want to say, I will not be saying any names, I will not be naming any companies, but a lot of serious people, a lot of serious people, really connected, well connected people you see on YouTube and Twitter who have millions of views and hundreds of thousands of views. For some reason, these kind of people are in my DMs. And I don't know what's up with that. I'm literally flooded with hundreds of them. And my project, in quotes, project is only a 20K market cap. Do you guys realize what is happening? I don't. This is happening much sooner than I expected. I knew this would be happening, but not at 20K. I expected this to happen at 20 million. So this is very early. I will be listening to these people. These people have offered their services and all of their connections and all of their knowledge for free for some reason. So I'm starting to build such a fucking strong support system. That is insane. So to answer your question, yeah, I think we have some plans, yeah.
Was a really extensive plan that you have there, and it was really, really good. We are running out of time. I have to. I won't say we. I'll say I am running out of time. I have to jump out in the next 10 minutes to take a few of my drugs and do a couple of things I need to do. I've been postponing, but we'll get one more question from Joella. Chris, unfortunately, we could not get to your question, but we'll get one question from Joella. Joella, if you could quickly give us your questions, make it brief. And Janos, please give us a very brief answer. I would really, really appreciate. But Joella, Joella, you are muted.
Hi, Evie. How you doing?
I'm good. I'm getting better.
Yeah, I hope you get better soon. Hi, sir. No deaf. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah,
Loud and clear.
perfect. Yeah.
All right. Sir, no deaf. I really want to applaud you for being sincere, despite the old issues on ground. Because I know in the crypto space there are so many athlete people, but I really want to applaud you for being this soft hearted. But my question is, if you said you'll be doxing their pictures and their address on the socials, so I was just wondering if they refuse to yield um to these options you have for them, will you still be willing to take legal actions to hold them accountable for their actions, or you just be doxing their details alone? That's my question.
I do not wish to be involved with this situation anymore. I want this to get finished as soon as possible. So, whatever the community may vote, I will do what they say. and I will not be pursuing anything else. No, either in illegal way or legal way. It will be up to God and up to the community to decide what they do with them.
Okay, okay. So with all this happening, will you still be willing to have like new team members even after if the old issues are settled? Like you are now in control fully, the community now knows they are moving forward. Will you still be willing to have team members?
Yeah, so what I have in mind regarding teams is for us to be organized in a DAO-like structure, whereby we'll have different groups and subgroups that work all of them together in different aspects of the project. So there will be one, let's say, in quotes, core group that already has been formed. I already have some really good team members, new team members that I can trust. And I will be hoping for every one of you and every investor in the project to form their own subgroup and push the project forward. This project is not mine, this project is ours. So think of it like you own this project 100%. So you're free to do whatever you want in order to help this project.
All right. I wish you all the best though, because it can be quite painful, but I wish you guys all the best. Thank you so much. That's my question. Thank you, Vieta.
Thank
Thank you so much, Joella. It's really amazing to hear your voice. Okay, I think I still have a few minutes to get one last question from ES Trigger Network, and he was asking if how you intend to give back to the community after the project picks up.
Yeah, I've already spoken about this in previous MAAs, but to keep it very short, in specific market caps, I'm going to be giving away a specific amount of my supply, like at 5 million, 10 million, 15 million, 50 million, 100 million. Every time we reach a specific threshold, I will be giving, and I will encourage all the other whales in the project to be giving like 2%, 3% of their supply to the community wallet, which then will redistribute these funds across team members, across community members that deserve it, and new investors who do not have the funds to get into the project. In my eyes, the only way this game is not a zero-sum game is this. At every threshold, we have the great redistributions, whereby we redistribute our supply to the people.
Oh, that's really good. I do wish we had more time or I do wish I had more time because I actually have a controversial opinion on that. I actually have let me just use that same word, a controversial opinion on that, or on something that might work. So maybe what I'll just do is I'll just send you a recording of what I feel on your DM and we can talk more from there. But I really want to hear, first of all, I appreciate you for coming in tonight to discuss with us, discuss with the community. It's been really, really wonderful. It's been really, really amazing. And I know the community actually enjoyed having you over. And if you be willing to just drop a quick last words or final words for the community members before we kind of like drop out.
I'll make this very, very, very short. And I will preface this by saying that if you guys are down to have a little bit more chill discussion, we can hop in a VC in the main Telegram channel and we can talk for like half an hour, 45 minutes more. Actually, yeah, I'll do that anyways. I'll start a new VC right after this and we can speak for like another hour until the day ends. We'll see what the end of the vote is, what people will vote, and I will be acting accordingly in the end of that VC. So, my final words are these. This is it. This is the one. This is the one we've all been waiting for. I've been waiting for this moment. I've been waiting for this project for all my life. I've been preparing for this for all my life. I'm ready. I know you guys are ready too. We are at the cusp of the biggest bull run ever. Let's get this. Let's do it. Humanity first, huh? Fartpepe, the fartening, let's go.
Fat, the biggest fat. Let's hear it at the top of the roof. Thank you so much, Sano Dev. Thank you so much. Thank you, everybody, for tuning
Thank
in.
you.
And on Tuesday, and I think we should have another AMA by tomorrow. So I'll give you guys an update on that. But thank you so much, everybody, for coming in.